Okay, I think this thing is on. Hey, yo, everybody. I'm Braxton Wise. This is Third Coffee Studio. We're working on a kind of like a Frawg version of the Jaws movie poster. Sort of. Hey, yo, woo woo. You are like right on time today. Homoteulus. Welcome in. I did the little slideshow. It looks more pro. Well, getting ready for the stream slideshow. Of course, I should have done that years ago, but you know, whatever. You already had the page open. That's commendable. That's dedication. Yeah. Gotta be ahead of the game, you know. You snooze, you lose. I don't know what you get, but you're not getting any if you're not here, whatever it is. Okay. Am I happy with the teeth? No. I want this more like the Jaws thing. I don't want the reference that we used. I don't want the reference. Alright, so then first of all, the feet are bugging me. Hands, feet, whatever. Racer. We're just messing around. You know how these things evolve. Mostly because I don't know what I'm doing. Mostly. Where's the hold on. I know I'm touching this thing, aren't I? Yes. Of course, these don't have to be perfect, do they? That's better, actually. And what was that set at? Okay, you know what? I was wondering why on earth these brushes still felt soft. And I open up my tablet, which is it gonna crash on me? I know it's janking around right now. I was supposed to have changed the color, but it didn't. It doesn't like being plugged in. I don't know why. So I had this set over soft. Was it that far over? No, but the skinny one was. Yeah, the skinny pen was way over there, which I should bring it back in. There. I was wondering why it felt way too soft. Even when I have the brush over here set on basically the hardest setting, you push that curve over to this corner, and still we have problems. Still there is problem. See? Don't expect me to be productive today. See? That's what we wanted. Okay, well, that fixes a problem. I don't know how those settings got messed up. No productive, that's right. 0. Let's turn this, just go back. Okay. Cool job. Thank you very much. Did you see the finished Jaws piece that we did? The one that this is the derivative of? That's the one we just finished. But I realized I could not monetize that onto like a t-shirt or anything, so I'm like, you know what? I think we kind of need to make our own version. I'm still not sure what I want to do with him. Like these fingers or toes don't really look so great at the moment. See, like this one looks way better than this one. I'll probably this. We do this. You gotta love digital. Just even the ability to do that. That's so much better than what it was like using like oil paint and stuff all the time. That stuff's a nightmare. Well, you know what we should do? What if I do like a little slideshow in the corner? Okay, first of all, does anyone actually give a crap about the chat being on the screen? No, we kind of do need it up there because we need to see the comments from each side. Because I don't have anything that marries the chats yet, which I also need to figure that out. I think Restream does that, but I don't want to get locked into yet another service. Okay, where did that go? Oh, that was an airbrush I had. I'm not sure how we're gonna make him stand out more. Here, let me drag in the other Jaws so I can get more of a feel. I think we're gonna use that one instead of the reference that I kind of made. I have a couple of other photo references of the kind of species that I want. However, like this one. There, where's that? Oh, there's the AI mock-up. It took my thing and with the Jaws poster and that I did, and I was like, make a giant frog instead of the shark, and it did. But I don't think I want to do that. I tell you what, it's a handy tool for stuff like that. Unfortunately, people kind of misuse things. You know what? I like this. I want to do this species. I don't remember what species this is. In fact, I can't tell what species this is if I don't see the top of it. But I do like the colors. And I often don't do that stuff, do I? Like, all my frogs are green. Except for the Santa frog, the frog deer, for, you know, that are driving Santa's sleigh. Or pulling the sleigh, I suppose. Okay, well then we'll do that. But we need something else. Rumple, welcome in. Where is my other... Here's the Jaws thing. Jaws... Did I make a finale? No, because I hadn't really fixed it completely. I don't do the finishing touches on stream. The finishing stuff is usually off stream. Or the red one for the frog. Oh, you liked? Oh, yeah. But that's the only time that I've done like different colored frogs, like anything other than green. Was for the frog deer. Well, for the Rudolph. Or Frogdolph. Didn't I name him Frogdolph? Yeah. That's so silly. But I love those I love those frog deer. They're kind of derpy and cute at the same time. Okay. I'll drag this in over here. And then I'll make like a thing there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the Jaws that we painted before as a reference for the frog, because I just don't like the AI mock-up. Now, when I first started using AI to make like quick mock-ups of reference, I would get lost in it and really try to replicate it, because that's how I trained myself to draw, was to draw what I see. Well, I guess that's how I was taught to draw. And over time I started taking more liberties with them, and to the point where now I just basically have like a whole stack of references of just stuff that I found or mock-ups that I made, and then we just sort of pick and choose the pieces that I want, which works out. Okay, I'm not liking that. Like, this is too like, this one is exactly what we want, right? This is darker, and here, let's grab something like that, something almost black. This needs to be deeper, right? So it's more imposing. And I'm gonna turn off the opacity there. Also, welcome in, Rumple. I don't know if did I do the whole welcoming speech yet? I may actually go even darker with this. This one is also almost blue, but you can see that it's right there. It's almost black, I mean, but there's just a little tinge, enough blue in it to where the color picker recognizes it. Let's do the same thing with that. Just plant that right on the corner. So it's nearly black. There's no pressure. We can do anything we want. Even though it's all on the same layer, apparently. And the brush feels better now that I fixed it. I don't really know what the problem was with that. You know, like, there must have been some reason why I said it like that. Maybe I was having some kind of issue with the software or something. So I like the asymmetrical thing about this. That's what I really liked when I first started drawing this one. I'm looking at the original poster. I had it on another monitor when we first started this one. And then later on I moved it in like this one. I figured out how to do this split frame. I had started off with, you know, like basic shapes, which is how you should do it, I think. Always start with your basic shapes and then sort of add complication as you go. It's less intimidating that way. But when I put up the poster beside it, I was really happy to see that this was so off. Like, this is so, like, the original is so wonky. It kind of freed me up to where I could make something wonky and not have to worry about perfect symmetry. You know, make sure everything is perfect. Every edge is exact, and trying to make sure it's symmetrical. So if you make it like this, and this is a, you know, this thing is embattled, and in the movie, this shark just goes totally rogue and starts capsizing boats and all kinds of crazy stuff. So this thing is like missing teeth and it's all scarred up. And I like that. I think that that's what makes it scarier. But also, it's kind of, I don't know, like freeing. See, then this doesn't have to be perfect. Like, if I want this to be symmetrical, That's gonna be a lot of work. Like the mock-up. Here, the AI mock-up for the the replacement Frawg. You can see all the symmetry, and that just immediately makes me cringe. And I know it's gonna take forever because I'm gonna be obsessing on making it perfect on both sides. Of course, there is a symmetry tool in here, but I don't know if I would paint an entire painting with a symmetry tool. I feel like that's probably not a good idea. I did, okay. Insane amount of frog art. There's a lot more coming. Although we do kind of well when we do stuff that isn't Frawg related too, it seems. But we gotta do juicy stuff like that for Jaws poster. That made for some fairly successful streams on the Twitch side. I mean, you know, comparatively. I wouldn't have said that a year ago. Okay, I'm trying to make this perfect, and really, I need to stop doing that. I'm going to try to make his face in the same shape that we did this one. So, we'll just use this one as a reference instead. Why am I picking up all this red? There. It's more gruesome, I think, when it's all like asymmetrical like this. You know, like when human beings try to quantize or quantify beauty, the one thing that like most humans agree on is symmetry. When they're talking about like the way other people look. You know, like if you would judge someone of, like, say, Tom Cruise or Brad Pitt, you know, judge traditionally, classically good-looking people, Dolly Parton and, you know, other people like that, they're usually their faces have symmetry. More so than the average person. So I think that if you want to make something be perceived as like ugly and scary, then you would go the other direction and make stuff deliberately asymmetrical. What if we had a thing with his tongue hanging out the side? I don't know, is that a little too weird? It's a little too weird. It's a little too gross. Also, we should probably do a chicken layer for crazy stuff like that. Okay, we'll use this one as a chicken layer. Well, do we still want to just use it as teeth though? Yeah, we'll just keep it as teeth. Hey yo, Strider. Welcome, welcome. Let's see, we'll try. Why is that? Oh, because it's off. Right. Alright, let's try to do some grim, gruesome stuff. Okay, we'll do the chicken layer here. Oh, really? The frog one? That's, well, it's, I don't know the fear, as in, like, a movie or a game. Also, I'm curious. This is all chicken layer, right? Yes. Just so we can sketch and not worry. I definitely want him to be scary. I like doing the cute frog stuff, but man, I really got into doing the shark here. Like, I really, really liked that. We'll even do them close to the way this one was. Will that even work this way now? Because then I don't have to count them like I did before. To make them like, wow, I'm gonna get that one back. Went to town on that shark. It is amazing good. Only stream with frogs and jaws. It is. No one else has a stream with frogs and jaws. We'll have to figure out these teeth a little bit, I think. Or they just make them really wonky. Because frogs don't have these kind of teeth. They do have teeth, actually. And not like these. They don't like chew or anything with them. It's like it's broken. Wait, snail teeth? They have 10 to 25,000? 10,000 to 25,000 teeth? Really? Okay, I'm impressed. That's very cool. Yeah, I didn't know that. Oh, yeah, I was wondering why. That stopped working. Now we're just color picking. I'm not even erasing now. Which, that's always bad for me. I get into just color picking and then stuff isn't transparent like I want it to be, and then I have to erase through it. It's a difficult life. Let's grab that. Oh, that's neat. I like all those little snail emotes. You know, I looked into getting a snail a long time ago. But they carry like meningitis or something like that. And I'm like, that could be bad. And I could get an infection. I wanted like one of these giant African snails. You know, like the one SpongeBob has. Gary, that's his name. You know, we have to revisit some of our stuff. I want to go back and do more on that. What's the one where that frog with the top hat is riding on a cat? I feel like we could do a much better job on the fur. Now, real frog teeth, well, little tiny.
Wow.
Whoa. Welcome in, Servo. Thank you very much. Thank you, Servo. What was I saying? Oh yeah, real frog teeth. They have a bunch of tiny little ridges, like a serration around the jawline, like a bony ridge, which kind of holds the prey. But the bigger ones have like a here. The bigger ones actually have a real, well, I guess it's not still not a tooth really. It's considered a bony projection, but it'll be like this, like right in the center, just a rounded tooth like that, so that when it grabs onto you, this thing will hold you and you can't, there's nowhere to go but down. Is this croaked? No. A deadly man-eating frog? No, but you know what? I was making a first-person shooter game that I was calling Frawg, so I didn't know that there was a movie already. That's the name of a character that I have made, although I still haven't made that game. It doesn't have to be a game. I could make a comic with him instead. But see, I don't know, I like the whole idea of the frog getting revenge. Like, do you think it'd be too gruesome to have a frog, like do a painting where a frog is eating human legs? I mean, there is that one in the Discord that comes up every once in a while. For those who don't know, we have a frog bot thing in the Discord that pumps out anything tagged with frog from Imgur. And there's this one that comes in as it's this frog, this huge frog standing up over a dude that's lying flat on his back on this table, and he's got a bunch of knives and stuff, and you know, he's gonna dissect himself a human. I like the whole revenge idea, artistic taste. Well, I don't want to be too freaky. I don't want to be too gruesome. I like the idea. Also, man, people, look, I trade a lot these days. Well, I always have. It's kind of part of my income, and I've been following the gold and silver run that's happening these days, and people in the stock market, they use this they use this weird analogy about boiling the frog, and these days it's like escaped out into other places. Now you hear it everywhere. I hate that. Who the hell is literally trying to boil frogs alive? Maybe we should have a painting where a frog is boiling a human. You know that thing they say, you know, it's how you, you boil a frog, you turn up the heat slowly so it doesn't jump out. I'm like, what are you talking about? What kind of monster is doing this? I wish people would stop using the phrase. Humans, right? I don't know, people just look at those things as phrases. Maybe I should too, but like, I always think, you know, that came from something. Somebody did that crap to some poor animal. Like, wow, if you're gonna eat it, then just kill it and eat it. Don't freaking torture to death. Humans are pretty nasty. slowly? Are you supposed to just throw them in real quick? Actually, I heard if you like dip them in salt water or something, there's something you can do to supposedly make that an easier death. I probably don't need all this many teeth in there. Did you really do that? That's kind of disturbing. Oh, you didn't know? So you weren't doing that in order to, like, torture it? I would feel guilty for the rest of my life over that if I had done that. Yeah, put a little bit of shadow on the gums. Why is this toothy enough? Okay. That's the right color. This is too dark. It's not dark enough. Let's see. There. There's another little wonky one. Yeah, to balance out the other tooth. There's something wrong in the mouth. I think there's some color in here. There's some sketchiness. Is that all? That is all on one. Oh, is that because of... Right, that's the erasing. Okay. Just laying down the shape I want everything to take. I'm just putting shadows on these. What is wrong with this layer? Oh. I just saw another layer there. Like it's ghosted in there or something. That's where I started getting confused. Is layer on top of layer. I forget which layer I'm supposed to be color picking to correct and which layer I need to be erasing to correct. Okay, I think I'm okay with the teeth kind of planned out like that. There. I could add in gums. Like on jaws here. Also, I'm open to ideas about what our next thing is going to be. I want to do the Wednesday calendar. Should that be on front? We kind of stopped on the Wednesday calendar thing, and then what was I doing? I think I was working on the piece for Super Cool Guy's birthday. The what was it? Back to the Future. That was fun, although I wasn't able to go further with the faces, and I apologize for that. Hopefully he's not disappointed. I did my best, but the faces kind of fall a little bit short. I didn't have the ability to get finer detail in that one. Okay. A swimming fly. We could do that. For now, I'm just keeping her up there. But I could do a variant. Because all these pieces that we're doing, if they're not like, IPs like this one here, if it's something like this, or it's sort of my own intellectual property, then these will end up on my website, on t-shirts. So I could do a version with the girl, and I could do a version with the fly. Of course, these references will fall short on anyone under 40, probably, because they won't know, or may not know, the Jaws movie. They may not get the reference. The fly is going to take a bit, though. I like the idea of it. I'm just going to have to, I need to stop doing that. Focus on the teeth. I need to work out how to draw the fly. Maybe we'll do like a sketch today. I don't like this tooth. Okay. we gonna do with the skin? Well, I was gonna do the skin color. He's still green though, like the other one. See, so this is the one that I'm looking at. So he's at least still green, but we need to go darker. And I just don't know if that's going to look good with the water. It might be too dark. So let's try, just see what it's like to sort of put some kind of skin color on him. Okay, we'll just drop this down to the teeth layer. Which one? Transfer. There we go. Okay, so I don't know about that green. It's more like this. I'm not gonna hit the highlight parts. He doesn't need nostrils up here. We'll keep those bright highlights the way they are. Actually, that kind of works. A little bit. Of course, these still need to get dealt with. Should be skinnier. Like Freddy Krueger fingers. I'm trying to make them look like human hands, and they are not really going to do that well, are they? Something like that. It looks like, it still looks like it's the back of his hands. I don't like that. How about we do like palms? I mean, this is like the back of the hand. I'm doing this backwards. Of course, frog hands don't really work that way. We're gonna make them work that way. These just get worse. Let's just grab this. Which way does that go? And be like... You have to have that little divot. Something that looks more palmy. Until I figure out how to make frog palms. And what else do I want to do? I was wanting to do this.
Servo 1K asked me, how powerful is taco magic and what is frog magic?
Oh my god.
Boy, taco magic is super powerful. Imagine a spell that can make you feel all warm and fuzzy inside, just like that perfect taco bite. It can fill you with joy and spice
Taco
up
bite.
any situation. Now, frog magic, that's some mystical stuff. It's all about agility, transformation, and a touch of amphibian trickery. Think of hopping through dimensions or turning into a frog for a day. Both are magical, but in their own unique ways.
He kind of went overboard there. My phone just went off with like a child abduction alert. If you heard that, you probably did. Oh, wrong color. Taco magic. Okay. do you do about this? I'm experimenting with, or getting ready to experiment with the color. Or coloration. So if I grab this and which way they go? They go sort of long ways. Oh, we did do that big frog. Yeah, he has like spots on him. Yeah, maybe make him streaky and just lean into it. I'm gonna forever be messing with these fingers. They're like Nosferatu hands. Ooh, you know what? We should do something like that. You know, if we're doing the whole movie poster recreation thing, let's do that. We'll do like a Nosferatu poster eventually. We'll put that on the list. Dimensionally Hop? Is that what you're saying? We haven't even done like an actual frog wizard yet, have we? I mean, I did. Well, no, I didn't. I think this is gonna need its own layer. I don't know if these spots are gonna be any good. How about we do something different? Make him kind of grubby. I have no idea what I'm doing. Yeah, I don't like the body. Or should I just destroy the hands like that? No. Do it this way. I'll try again. That's our shadow color. How do we make him look terrifying? Maybe he should be larger. Yeah, let's do that. Maybe bigger. Okay, so erase the chicken layer. Okay, let's see how we can make that a little better. Man, these hands just do not get better. Grab this. All right. I'm still thinking about the magic frog thing. You know, there's been a lot of what Garrett has been posting, those magical frog wizard things. Of course, I don't know where he gets them. It's these freaky, like giant pilgrim type frogs with purple cloaks and like the big buckle on the top of the hat and like a Quaker. I don't know what that is, but I've seen those like multiple times in the Discord. It's kind of creepy. I like the creepiness. So messing with this. Alright. So what is it I'm not liking about this layer? Well, literally everything. Everything I'm not liking about this layer. It's very Pink Floyd. You think they maybe got that from Pink Floyd? That sort of chord change right there. Man, these are just the worst frog hands ever. Don't agree with me. You're supposed to be like, Braxton, no, they're the best frog hands ever. No, don't do that. Don't pad my ego. Well, these are horrible. We'll just figure out something else to do with them later. I get these ideas and I want to do them to like a different color like I was talking about before, and then I chicken out. I still don't like this. I don't. It's because the hands. Or paws or feet or whatever you call them on a frog. You'd think I would know, right? I'm the frog guy. I'm literally a frog. I don't even know what these things are called on the ends of my arms. Are these paws? Feet, claws, talons. Well, I don't know. I'm not liking the spots. They don't look so good if we do this. They just look like polka dots. Yeah. Alright, so then what do you do to make him look scarier? I mean, he seems fine as it is. I mean, should he even be scarier? Weirdly, I choose the same shade of green, too. Trying to think of like here where it's real bright, the sun's coming in and hitting him in spots. Once I get happy with these things, I can start actually rendering. I like that. We can do this, kind of round them off. So we're looking up under. We'll make a more rounded teeth. I mean, who's to say what these frog teeth look like? This is a prehistoric frog. A Frawgicus gigantic. What? How does it go? Gigantus Frawgicus? I don't know. How do you do like the Latin name for giant man-eating frog? Yeah, we definitely need a fly version and a like a more gruesome human version, because I guess the fly wouldn't be quite as gruesome, would it? Maybe that's more the gentler sensibility. Alright, you are gonna have to go down. Are we just gonna do it like this? Am I really just doing it? Basically, I'm doing it all like this, aren't I? There, at least consolidate your layers. Man, I put everything on that freaking teeth layer, didn't I? Okay, this should come down onto... Man, I am just so scattered today. All right, let's do this. Move that out of the way, and then since I kind of messed up, we'll move the chicken layer under the teeth. Yeah, but chicken layer should be on top. Yeah, but I've already messed up. So that's how it goes. There we go. Man, here I am rendering the teeth first this time. How quickly things have changed. Let's grab that again. I like putting these sort of random, sort of dirty shades of pink on the teeth. That was really cool with these, the Jaws teeth, I thought. Right, where I was just sort of putting in like a dash of red or whatever. At the time I was thinking, well, maybe it's like blood or something on the teeth, but some of it's gums, some of it's just, I don't know. I just was putting it there. I kind of like the idea of it where it just sort of, I don't know, it feels like a color that shouldn't be there. Or, I don't know, an unexpected color. I don't know, I struggle to express myself. Let's give him a wonky one right here. Let's get in there. I don't know what I'm gonna do with that. And then I need to stop doing all that on this layer. Because I have too many things on the chicken layer. Am I on the right layer? I am not. Well, it's kind of a mess. My stuff usually is. We use chicken layer for that. And what are you on? Tooth layer. Man, I really did put a lot of stuff on that layer. So what do we do? First of all, let's re-blacken this area and make sure it's as dark as I want it. So I don't get bothered by knowing there are like streaks underneath this. Because eventually this has to well, I don't know what I want to do. I think I've confused myself. Because I ended up putting so much of the teeth layer, or so much onto the teeth layer that okay, I guess we're just gonna have to just add like a new chicken layer on top of everything. Damn it. Well, fine. We'll just do it. We'll just do it. I don't want to do it. But we have to do it. Damn it. There. Now it's on one layer again. All the teeth, everything. Let's get rid of that chicken layer or something. Wait, this is what I imagined Luigi wearing a frog suit as he gores Koopas. I've never even given that a thought. Okay, we'll just work on the chicken layer. Teeth is gone. And here, I think I'm okay with this. This is kind of a planning out day. I need to work on these hands. We'll do that tomorrow. Or I will work on that later tonight. I'll try to figure out some kind of way of making him look more grubby and, you know, monstrous. Although I really do need to get some colored frogs in here, because up until just that one, you know, with the frog deer and frog dolph, I pretty much haven't done that. Something dirtier. Like just green, like gray. With almost no green in it. Oh. You're on the body layer, aren't you? You are. What if we had like some unexpected colors? Eventually I'll have to tidy this up. Okay, let's try to do like a quick sketch of what this let's just drop that down. How if we add a little bit of blue from the water? I don't know if I like that. I really don't. Make it darker. Wow. Well, the body's a little bit of a disaster. Keep making the canvas smaller, not my brush. Well, I don't know. This is a never-ending circle. I need to spend more time doing some sketches and trying to figure out how I want the underside to look. Yeah, I don't know. The teeth are fine. The face is kind of okay. I could do like the eyes a little different, where we point them upwards instead, which is gonna be a little bit difficult. How's that for looking up? It looks like he's squinting though, like he's in pain. And he's not. It's a look of joy, sheer pleasure. This is the happiest frog in the world. It's a little bit better. Do they look like they're looking up though? It's so a Pink Floyd progression. Man, we need to do some colored frogs. It's pathetic that I just keep drawing green ones all the time. See, this way he's looking at us, and this way he's looking up at her. Or the fly. Okay, let's see if we can do the fly. Sort of. Let's get rid of her. There. The shark is still in here. It's a separate. I branched it off into a new version. Jeff Goldblum finds a way. He doesn't just appear. He has to find a way. All right. That's on the chicken layer. I think I'm fine with that. Like the eyes looking up. We're not going to make that body look any better. So we'll just drop that down and try to do a sketch of the fly. How do we sketch a swimming fly? Would it be on its side? Let's see, fly. Crap. It'd be nice if it wasn't just adding words when I didn't type them. Giant fly. Not flying anything, just fly. How do we do that? Cartoon to fly. So if its head was sideways looking at me, okay. So if we've got this. Let's see if it's looking at me. Sort of like, yeah. And it's got this sort of a proboscis. It's like right there. How does the rest of it go? Guess we just have to make it up. How does this go? Would the body be... If like, what is the chest part? Like the thorax? Or is it the back part? It's gonna have multiple legs, though, right? So it's gonna have like 1, 2. Like this. Where do the wings go? Well, this really needs to be addressed. These issues. And something like that. And what did I have this one for? Yeah, this is a sketch I didn't use. Okay, I think that's about right. At least the proportion is right. Let's get rid of the sketch down here, which is not being used anymore. It's not like we have to keep it for posterity, you know. In other news, the silver market crashed yesterday. Yuka replay, good update. Oh, ukulele? Is that the one? Is that what we're talking about? Is that a game? Yuka something. They remastered it. Wait, they did? Didn't I play that? I'm pretty sure I streamed it. It was 2 characters, right? Okay. That was like a 3D kind of a platformer thing, wasn't it? Okay, this is kind of how it's gonna go, and really like a thing of the here. This looks terrible. No. Okay, that's the one, Banjo-Kazooie. The thing is, like, Banjo-Kazooie... Oh, man, I remember watching Tom lose his mind and rage quit Banjo-Tooie. I haven't seen him rage quit many games when I used to watch him. Well, that was one of them. That's how I make my cheese. It was the backtracking that flipped him out, actually, if I remember right. Because someone was like, okay, now you have to go back to the whole thing. And he was like, what? He's like, all the way back? All the way back. I'm like, yeah. It's like, no. What was that other one? It was a wizard. It was a part 3 too. It was like the 3rd iteration of this game. And the first one and the second one were fine, and then the 3rd one was some weird 3D version and he could not handle it. I don't know why I went down that road, but it just brought back memories. Ah, memories. Oh, and hurdy-gurdy. As long as we're on the Tom Rage Quit conversation theme. Yeah, maybe I'll just make my own font. The Jaws font is not real. This one is not the actual one. This is the Amity Jack, which isn't exactly the same. I want the AW in there so it's sort of like the Jaws one. Yeah, okay. I'll refine that fly and figure out how to make that look better. So I will put out 2 versions of this. Sort of like A/V testing. Of course the store isn't set up. But we also don't have enough stuff to put on it yet anyway, so it's fine. All right. Also, she needs to be more to the middle, I think. But let's not mess with that at the moment. Okay, is this a good stopping point? Yes. I have to take apart my washing machine today and hopefully fix it. If I can't do that, then I don't have a washing machine until I figure out how to fix it. I did not change this at all. Okay, let's kill that one. I hate when it does this because it freaks me out, making me think I did something to it when I didn't. There were no changes. She needs to be up here. And we'll put her in a folder. Girl. There. That way it's all in one. And then we have there. Okay, that's it for the day. I want everyone to have a really good week. Stay safe. If you're protesting, stay back and record everything. And I'll be back tomorrow.